It's me, Melissa White. I have another story for you about my early development. I was sitting in a class. It was a week-long workshop. It was a big deal. My kids were still very young. It was like the only thing that I'm doing for myself, and it was a big thing to leave them for a week and go on this development program. And I remember we were doing an exercise, and the teacher, who ended up being my mentor, amazing mentor, was presenting a concept and asking us to tune in as a group and offer our insight. And I remember feeling so out of place, like I didn't belong there. Like I just thought that like all of these people are so talented. What am I even doing here? These are the thoughts that are going through my head. And so I was writing down what I was getting, but I would not dare raise my hand. I would not volunteer information. And my friend that was sitting beside me kept noticing that I was correct. Like everything I was writing down, we would find out was correct. And so she was like, put up your hand, say something. And I was like, nope, not gonna do it. For fear of failure, and fear of being wrong. And I remember my teacher said something. He said, this isn't about right or wrong. This is really about having the courage to say what you feel. That's the idea here. And so I was brave, and I did, and I got it right. And then he asked me another question, and I got it right. And it was just one of these moments where I thought, sometimes it's really about having the courage. And so it was a really cool experience in my development. I gained a lot of confidence just from speaking up and being encouraged to speak up and not to worry if it was right or wrong. And I think that our mindset is likely the thing that we need to develop the most. If you're a medium, you've got lots of skills. I'm sure you've done tons of practice. You've done all kinds of development. But it wouldn't surprise me if you do feel sometimes insecure about your connection with spirit, if you sometimes feel as though your mediumship doesn't really compare to someone else's, if you don't feel nervous or anxious about getting it wrong. And this is human, this is normal. But what I really want to present to you now is a different option. Empowered mediumship. And the Exceptional Medium is a 1-year program I am opening up. It's starting in September. Applications are open soon. And really it's blending mediumship training, evidential mediumship training, with mediumship mindset. So we're going to be looking at you as a whole, not just you as a medium and building up these abilities and getting a bunch of accurate information. We're looking at who are you as a person, what holds you back, how can you be more empowered, and how can you express what's within your soul uniquely. I really feel strongly that we all have something to share and offer. And so sometimes it's just about being in the right environment to feel free and safe enough to try and to put yourself out there, to take a little bit of a risk in your mediumship. If you're a medium, you know that it can get a little bit formulaic. There's times when we start getting the same information and it starts to feel a little bit stale sometimes, and we need to spice things up. And when I notice that in myself, I know it's time for another development, it's time for another course, it's time for something. I gotta shake things up. And so that's what I'm offering. So the Exceptional Medium is open for applications. I'm looking for people who want to have a badass mediumship practice, that they don't want to be playing it safe. They want to be unique. They want to express themselves without fear. And also, I'm looking for people who are willing to invest in themselves, to be a little uncomfortable, knowing that that is the way that we're going to grow. And so If you've worked with me before, you know that I do it gently, but I will push you, and I will ask you to really, really be very honest with yourself and be mindful of where you want to take this, because the sky is not even the limit. Spirit's so willing to work with us. It's just our ability to get over ourselves, really, at the end of the day. So I'm looking forward to it. I cannot wait. It's going to be live classes, and it's also going to be online modules every month that you'll have access to ahead of time. You'll be able to work on those at your own pace. There'll be Q&A. There'll be support. We're looking to make our mediumship magical, you know, not just evidential information, but also a heartfelt, beautiful, emotional connection. We're looking to reunite people with their loved ones in spirit. I can't think of anything more worthwhile. So I hope that if you feel called, you will request an application form, and we'll see you then.